Are you here? Who's here with me? Show yourself. I know you're here. Am I reaching you? Can you hear me? Who's here with us? We need to communicate.
I am here at the Traverse City State Hospital, just walking around, seeing what I can figure out, what I can find. Thought I would do a little echo box session, tucked over here in the corner. My name is Stephanie. Is anyone here with me? How long have you been here? Can you tell me your name? Were you a resident or an employee? How do you feel about all the changes that have been happening? Can you tell us some of your day-to-day activities you had while here? Is there anyone in this building? Can you tell me your name? Get out. Can you tell us your name? David? How long were you here for? What was it like being here? Can you say hi to Nancy? We're gonna head out. Signing this off in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, it's Daniel and
Stephanie.
we are here as My Haunted Diary Communion, where the spooky just keeps getting spookier, and I don't really have anything else beside that. So, what do you have, Stephanie?
Anxiety.
Anxiety. We are out here today. We're going to try to shoot a couple episodes. Today we're at the Traverse City State Hospital, or what's now known as the Commons. I'm sure probably most of the places in Michigan, you guys have probably heard of this place. Outside of Michigan, maybe not so much, but this is supposed to be one of the more haunted places in Traverse City. It's been here for quite, do you know the year it was put together by any chance, or no? Total blank.
I have it on my phone.
Where's your phone?
Right there.
So that's not going to help. We'll add that in as we walk around. We'll try to throw some facts and stuff out there. But this was a mental institution, and I know that it was kind of one that was built with the intent that, like, the people here were not just, I don't know, is incarcerated the right word, but they also were here.
They weren't patients.
It was a community. They actually had a community. I mean, they had their own cows. They had their own fields. They grew
They had a working
things.
farm.
They had a working farm.
They had jobs, farming, construction,
Yep.
carpentry, things like that. That was kind of one of the main tenets that Dr. Munson believed in, was that
Yeah.
things like that helped more than just drugs and therapy.
Yes, exactly. So, and yet there are I know some creepy stories out of here. One thing that always intrigued me, and this is kind of wacky, but I think it's probably on a video somewhere. I should try to share that sometime. Was when the History Museum, Traverse City History Museum, was open over on 6th Street. They had in there some collections of stuff from the sanatorium, asylum, whatever you want to call it, I guess. They actually had a case about yay big with a display of things that had actually been taken out of one of the patient's stomachs here. And I mean, it was silverware, knives, forks, spoons, the works. It's like, it was a female, and I guess she used to eat like anything that she could get her hands on. She would just ingest and put into her belly, and then they'd have to take them out. So there's a creepy story. So what we wanted to do down here, because we haven't really got to try it out, is we were going to try out the SLS camera, which I have on my lap here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try and walk around a little bit. SLS camera, structured light sensor, basically a Connect system. And this is the tablet on the back. Let me get this fired up since it keeps, I left it linger too long, and now it's just there. So that's the SLS camera, structured light sensor. This actually will shoot out like thousands of little rays of infrared light, as patterns of little dots, and then basically from there it will try and interpret anything that comes up as looking like a human figure. So it will map that. And I'm going to fire the device up right now. We're going to just take a little walk and a little toursy here right around the area. There we go. I think we are set. And I'm going to let Steph is going to kind of film a little bit, and she'll try to kind of film the screen a little bit just in case we pick anything up. It's not picking anything up right now. And so we're going to give it a try. So we're down here, and we are at, this is one of the buildings that has not been refurbished down here. There's still quite a few that haven't had anything done with them. The other parts of the place are pretty spectacular, honestly. So anyway, here's our SLS camera. Here's what our picture looks like. And right now,
it might be too bright to see.
Is it showing up?
Get it.
Yeah. Well, it'll be important if we pick anything up. Now, it's a little light out here for what I'm hoping to do. But again, this is really, we're just experimenting with this a little bit so that we can kind of get a feel for it before we really take it out in the field and try it. So now here I have to wonder, like with the light, I'm trying to think how to do this, because I would love to have it focused on somebody and see if it
through one of the windows
worked. So I thought about that, but I don't know. These ones have bars, and I don't know how it's going to react with those. So let's just walk around. There may be some other options here, but I just kind of want to walk and just see if anything shows up. And I did get a chance to play with this a little bit yesterday, and we did not get a lot of false positives. Again, I have not really used these before, so I kind of anticipated false positives. Really didn't pick up a lot, so we used it around the house just so I could get a feel for it. And remember, eventually we would use this in a dark environment. This is shooting out the infrared lights, and eventually that would honestly light up the environment in the dark so that you'd actually be able to see some things with it and stuff. So just kind of neat. And as you can see, it's not picking anything up. I'm going to just pause you for 1 second there. Nope, that's good. All good. See, my hope was that maybe something would show up like near one of the doors or something like that. Now we have been down here before. We've shot a couple episodes down here, at least one or two. I don't remember what numbers they were. As far as activity, I don't know if we've really. It's actually mapping something by the tree. And then it was gone.
Maybe the branches.
Could be. Again, that could very well be a false positive, but we did actually map something there for a little brief moment. It didn't look very human. It didn't look very well formed.
It was very scattered.
Yeah. So again, very possibly a false positive. Who knows? I mean, interesting. Anyway, we saw what it looked like when something was there. I know I did get threatened quite a few times when we were down here last time. If you remember, Steph, they threatened to cut me. I was warned several times about things, and it was lively. Yeah, I have no doubt, they have a lot of trouble down here with vandals and stuff, of course. Anytime you've got something like this going on, you're going to have kids trying to be kids or dumb adults trying to be dumb adults. And,
Present company excluded.
So, wait, what? Who are you talking about? Me? What? When? Why?
I said excluded.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my thought was maybe we could catch somebody hanging out on one of these porches like this. This would be really cool if they were just like sitting there chilling. Now again, it's picking up by the trees. It's picking up those branches right there. Mm-hmm. So again, that's probably a false positive. But see how it mapped it and then it went away right away. So it decided that was really not a figure. It was just that hanging bit of leaves there that it was. I had the same thing with the towel at home was hanging on the one door, and it tried to pick that up as a figure or a person. So maybe we'll go around this side, and then we'll maybe go down by that building a little bit where we did have some of the activity when we used the spirit box down there. So, and we are going to do a little spirit box session as well. We brought the Defiance spirit box, so we're going to probably fire that up back on the porch where we started and just see if we can get anything through that as we get a little bit more into dusk here. See, I have to think in most cases, again, I don't know. I don't know what the range is on the IR, especially like in the daylight. It's all a learning experience, folks. It's just, I think we timed out a little bit there. There we go. I'll have to check that setting and make sure we don't have it timing out in the middle of something, so. This is kind of where I was thinking you'd probably pick up on something. Most of the open windows are too high to really get a good shot into. Kind of go to the trees again here and just see. Nope, nothing. And again, too, I don't know the range for sure, as far as like how close you're going to have to be. I just picture getting us into a nice dark hallway somewhere and setting it up on the tripod. I really feel like the tripod will help us out a lot as far as just keeping it more legit, where we don't get false positives so much. So we are going to set it up on the tripod here shortly and give that a try. Check that out. door. But I know this building did have an elevator in it at one time. Is there anybody here that can show themselves to us on this camera? Can you make an appearance for us? Smile, say hi. Or do anything to let us know that you're here. And they're always working down here. I see they're working on that other building right over there. They're working on the house over here, which was that's like a caretaker's house or something. They've actually got lights on in there and power going. So. And this is the spot where we did our session where they talked about cutting me and are you here with us? Can you show yourself? And like I said, you know, I feel more confident with it that it's not pulling false positives. I think when you watch the TV shows, you feel like, oh my gosh, they're catching stuff like left and right. But they're not, you know, they film for days and days sometimes. And so they're not really catching as much as it looks. So, you know, I don't expect it to catch something every second, because then I'm going to really have doubts about it. I'm going to feel like this is not a good tool. Okay, we're going to go down here. Hello. Oh, you just feel the cold air coming out of there, and you can smell the earthy smells of the interior. Hello. It was pixelating something there, but and I was showing Stephanie, you can switch your view. This other view is a see, it's trying to form a guy on the bars there. This is actually called the depth stream, and basically this is going to kind of tell you by the colors how far away something is from you. So there is a color scheme to the whole thing. Oh yeah, that's the elevator right in front of me. I see it. That red, what you see is a red opening there. That is the door into the elevator, and where the red is, that's actually the inside of the elevator. Can you show yourself to us? There was an odd blip in the door there for just a quick second. Did you see that? Like a white? Yeah. I mean, it didn't look like anything, you know, as far as like mapping anything, but it looked like something was there for just a quick, brief second. What do you make of that weird, up in the corner there, there's a lot of red stuff going on around what looks like a weird oval. How strange. I think that's actually a fire extinguisher, or a fire sprinkler head, I think is what that is. Alright, I'm going to switch it back to the normal view stuff. Go ahead and Steph's going to shoot some fantastic footage in there.
Oh, if I drop my phone in there.
I'll see if that match you just
I
fine.
can charge it.
What? What's
So
happening?
what if I drop my phone in there?
Yeah, it could be a little bit tragic. Keep finding a way to do it.
You squeezing through those bars?
I'll squeeze through those bars. So that's basically what you see there is the SLS. That's the image. That's what we hope to see when nobody's standing right there. So that looks okay, Steph?
Mm-hmm.
Does it follow me?
Yep.
All right. Cool. But that's the only thing it's showing is just me, right? Nobody else?
Mm-mm.
So if there is somebody here, can you come and touch me? Can you take my hand for this camera to see you?
It lost you.
Did it? Again, I'm trying more than anything to kind of feel out what the range is on it.
That right there. When you leave like that
Yeah.
top of the stairs.
I have a feeling like in an indoor environment, it's
It'd be a
probably
lot
gonna
better.
have better range than in an outdoor environment. But we're experimenting, so that's what it is. So I was just going to try and do a real quick echo box here. Try is the key word. It's pretty noisy down here right now, so I'm going to get my recorder out. Steph, I don't know if you can shoot both on the offhand chance that something shows up on there. Can you get me and it both, or no?
I wouldn't be able to see the screen.
How about if I sit down?
I might be able to see something.
I can go to the side too if that will help.
I'll film like this, and then if something shows up, I can get in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and synchronizing recorder with camera, and we're starting now.
Filter.
So we're really hoping that if there's someone here with us, that you could show yourself or let us know that you're here. My name is Daniel. Stephanie's over there on camera. Can you talk to us through this device, please? Is it mapping at all right now or no?
Mapping you.
Is it? Okay. Maybe. Can you tell us your name if you're here? And again, if you wanted to come and sit next to me, that would be cool. We'd appreciate that. There's some interesting stuff coming through. I thought I heard a mention of heaven, which we get quite a bit. I don't have an external speaker, so it's kind of tough for us to hear, but on playback we'll be able to. Come on, come and take a picture with me here. Steph's got the cameras. I do smell cigar smoke. Pretty strong. Probably a real cigar, but it definitely smells cigar smoke.
But it was weird that I smelled it earlier.
You know, it's pretty Kind of potent. I mean, it was strong. Is that you, or you like the cigars? There's a lot of laughing at me coming through. They seem to do that a lot. If you could talk into the device in my hand, we should be able to hear you as well, or through this device, or just walk in front of one of our cameras. That would be great. We just really wanted to come down and see if anybody lingers around here. Anyone that was, and I don't know, what would they be called? Patients or residents are here, or anyone that worked here. Yeah. So there could be a lot of different reasons that you were here, and we're definitely not here to judge anybody. Can you tell us your story? Can you tell us about yourself? There's a man coming. Maybe. Who is the man? Who's coming? There's definitely some good communication coming through there, so hopefully we're getting something good out of that. So we're going to get Stephanie involved over here. Maybe she can ask some questions or see what we get.
Massive pain I just had.
Oh yeah. Thumbnail. How you do?
You're so cute.
Yep. Thumbnail. So Stephanie's here now. Do you have anything to say to Stephanie? Why do we keep smelling cigar smoke here? Somebody likes a good Cuban? A Cuban?
It smells like a cigarette, like a black and mild or super sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe black tobacco.
We are going to wrap up before too long here. This is the Echovox that I'm using. We had a little equipment malfunction, otherwise it seems to be the name of the game lately, so. All right, we're going to sign this off, and I hope we got some good information from you. We're going to go over this. I'm going to sign this off in 3, 2, 1. Good night and thank you. It sounded like some pretty good stuff coming through there, honestly, so I'm pretty excited to see what we might have there. Turn my recorder off here. So, we're gonna get ready to wrap up here and see what we got. We've got some good stuff, and we're gonna be out filming a lot of episodes because we will be in the fabulous Upper Peninsula looking for ghosts and Sasquatches and aliens and whatever goes bump in the night. And then we'll be bringing that back and presenting that to you probably next. So let's see, what else do I have on the agenda to announce? I know I did mention on our Facebook channels, I haven't mentioned it here, but we are going back to Indiana State Sanitarium, where we went last year and generally got the shit scared out of us. So we're looking forward to it being even scarier this time. And we may have some special guests along on that one, so don't count anything out. So
if we find Sasquatch in the UP, we're bringing them.
Well, hell yeah, take Sasquatch. It's like, why wouldn't you take Sasquatch? So, and the same for aliens. So, we don't care. We'll assemble the posse. So we got that all coming up, and I think that's about it right now on the plate, which is still fairly full because we've got school wrapping up and graduations and all of that. As always, want to give out a shout to my good friend Dennis, and always in our thoughts, and hoping your daughter's doing well, and talk to you soon. And Steph, what do you have? Anything else you can think of?
Not really. You covered it all.
All right. Then I guess we're going to keep it real spooky. And we're going to see you next time. See you later. How did you do that?
My pen.
What kind of magic and witchcraft is this? You turned your phone on with a pen. Wait a second. How do? Explain this to me.
It has a little button.
There's a button on that little pen?
Yeah, and I can do things like this. Like if I go like that, it's supposed to be able to capture, like, I think maybe only on the camera mode, but if I do that, it'll flip the camera to face the other way.
You're fucking Harry Potter. Oh, shit. Whoa. Expelliarmus Protodius. We are at the Traverse City State Hospital. Hello. Or as it's known now, the Commons, I guess is the title for it. So,
yeah.
But I did not. We'll edit that out. So.
You sure?
No, maybe not. Anyway.
A little sidetrack.
This will be on the outtakes. I got a little distracted for just a wee second. Anyway, back to we're at that. Okay, that sounds good.
Cool.
Thank you very much. We're only filming here. Don't worry about us, you jackasses.
It's not their fault.
It's my car.
Is it? You dumbass.
See, it was my fault.
You're a jackass.
I know, I tried.